A new report looks at what rogue district attorneys in Texas have in common, and Texas taxpayers got a big win in court last week. This is Monday, July 13th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State, the Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for kicking off your week with this Monday edition of the Texas Minute. If you enjoy the Texas Minute or just find it useful, please share the show with your friends and family. You can also give it a rating on your podcast app, click the thumbs up on YouTube, and tap like on X. You came for the news. Let's get to it. Governor Greg Abbott has been ordered to declare a debt-raising constitutional amendment invalid after a Travis County District Court ruled that the proposition's language misled voters when it passed in 2021 with 63% of the vote. The statewide ballot measure was known that year as Proposition 2, authorized counties to issue bonds to fund infrastructure and transportation projects and to use increases in property taxes from those areas to pay off the debt. It's important to understand, of course, that bonds are simply taxpayer-backed debt. Absent from the description put before the voters, though, was any information about how a county would finance the authorized development or redevelopment. That is to say, there was nothing about taxes. This led three conservative groups to file a lawsuit alleging the ballot language was substantially misleading because it neglected to inform voters that the proposal involved debt and property taxes. The 53rd District Court in Travis County agreed in a ruling last week, finding that the ballot language, quote, omitted a chief feature of the amendment and misled the voters. A critical race theory scholar, Dr. Albert Bemper, has been named as the interim provost and top academic official at the University of North Texas in Denton. Following a brief career playing professional football, Bemper has held a series of positions at the University of North Texas since being hired in 2023, most recently as Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. He previously worked at Colorado State University and Kansas State University. Bemper's academic scholarship primarily focuses on racial issues related to college athletics. Bemper's official UNT biography, though, does include links to his academic scholarship. This is unusual because taxpayer-funded institutions often highlight their professors' work. While serving as dean of UNT's College of Liberal Arts, the school promoted coursework on witchcraft, demonology, queer anti-capitalism, and sexual liberation politics. Even as the outbreak of New World screwworm continues in South Texas, experts are worried that an infestation of Pasture mealybugs is now threatening the state's agriculture industry. Pasture mealybugs primarily feed on important agricultural resources such as hayfields. So far, pasture mealybugs have been detected in 70 counties. Texas A&M AgriLife Extension warns that there are no effective pesticides available to treat fields or prevent mealybug infestations. Instead, this means early detection is critical. Because the pests prefer a, quote, tall, dense grass canopy, reducing thick grass is critical in preventing them from moving between fields. The potential economic impact of mealybugs on the Texas agriculture industry is staggering, with damage estimates ranging from $100 million to $1 billion. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Hey folks, Chris Salcedo here. I've got something special for you, the Salcedo Storm podcast. As your friendly, liberty-loving Latino, I bring you a mix of engaging discussions to help us fight for our state and our conservative values. It's the perfect way to stay informed and engaged in what's happening around you. So, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the storm of information and entertainment coming your way. The Salcedo Storm podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
A new report from the Texas Public Policy Foundation finds that some district attorneys in Texas are refusing to enforce laws they don't like, violating their oath of office, and eroding public trust in the justice system. Ross Jackson of the Texas Public Policy Foundation says that rogue prosecutors, quote, abuse their discretion by refusing to enforce laws they disagree with. While a 2023 law expanded the definitions of misconduct and allows citizens to petition for a DA's removal, the TPPF report argues that more must be done. One example cited in the report is that of Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza. Since he took office, the homicide and aggravated assault rates in Austin have risen despite national decreases. Citizens have tried to remove him under that 2023 law, but those attempts have been unsuccessful, in part because his office uses informal internal guidance rather than an official written policy to dictate the crimes they prosecute. Something that all of Texas's rogue prosecutors have in common, the TPPF report notes, is funding from radical left-wing donors operating through the Texas Justice and Public Safety PAC. Among other things, TPPF recommends the creation of a chief state prosecutor to take on cases neglected by local district attorneys. You can keep up with the latest news impacting the Lone Star State by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Travis Morgan, Adam Kahn, Grant Hawk, and Mary Berg. Our producer is Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great Monday.